Most people think cleaning the mind means forcing yourself to think positive thoughts all the time, pushing away bad feelings, or somehow stopping your thoughts completely. They believe mental clarity comes from control, from discipline, from fighting what feels wrong inside. But Buddhism teaches something softer, something wiser. The mind, like a room, doesn't stay clean by accident. It needs gentle daily care. Not through pressure or perfection, but through quiet practices that clear the noise and bring you back to yourself. Today, I want to share the Buddhist way of cleaning the mind. 10 simple teachings that bring inner peace and true clarity. If you use these ideas, you will see that peace doesn't come from thinking less. It comes from creating more space between your thoughts. From learning to let go instead of holding on. From accepting instead of resisting. From being present instead of lost in the past or future. Over 2,500 years ago, the Buddha sat under a tree and discovered something that changed everything. He realized that the mind creates its own suffering. Not because life is hard, but because we cling to what we cannot control. We grip tightly to pleasure and push away pain. We demand that things stay the same when everything is always changing. And in this constant fight against reality, we exhaust ourselves. The Buddha taught that cleaning the mind is not about fighting your thoughts. It is about understanding them, watching them, letting them pass like clouds in the sky. The sky doesn't push clouds away. It simply remains spacious and clear, while clouds drift through. Your mind can be like this too. Lesson 1. Your thoughts are not you. There once was a monk who struggled with terrible thoughts. Violent images. Dark impulses. Shameful desires. He believed these thoughts meant something was deeply wrong with him. That he was broken. That he was bad. He tried desperately to stop thinking these things, but the harder he tried, the louder the thoughts became. Finally, in desperation, he went to his master and confessed everything. "Master," he said, ashamed, "I have terrible thoughts. I try to push them away, but they keep coming. What is wrong with me?" The master looked at him with kind eyes and said, "Tell me, when a bird flies over your head, do you become the bird?" "No, master." "When clouds pass across the sky, does the sky become the clouds?" "No, master." "Then why do you believe you are your thoughts?" "Thoughts are just visitors. They come, they go. You are the space where they appear. You are not the thought. You are the awareness watching the thought." This changed everything for the monk. He stopped fighting his thoughts. He stopped believing them. He simply watched them come and go, like birds flying overhead. And as he stopped resisting, the thoughts lost their power. They still came, but they no longer controlled him. Most people believe they are their thoughts. When a negative thought appears, they think, "I am negative." When an anxious thought comes, they think, "I am anxious." But this is not true. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that notices thoughts. Think of it this way. You are sitting in a movie theater. On the screen, images appear, stories unfold, emotions rise and fall. But you are not the movie. You are the one watching. Your thoughts are the movie. You are the watcher. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop taking every thought so seriously. You stop believing everything your mind tells you. You create space between yourself and your thoughts. And in that space, you find freedom. Try this today. When a thought appears, instead of believing it or fighting it, simply notice it. Say to yourself, "There is a thought about worry." Or, "There is a thought about failure." Not, "I am worried." Or, "I am a failure." Just observe. This simple shift creates space. And space is where peace lives. Lesson 2. The mind gets dirty. That is natural. In a monastery high in the mountains, a young monk approached his teacher, frustrated. "Master, I meditate every day. I practice mindfulness. I try to keep my mind pure. But still, negative thoughts come. Still, anger rises. Still, desire appears. Why can I not stay clean?" The master led him outside to a small courtyard with white stones arranged in patterns, perfectly raked, beautifully maintained. "Do you see this garden?" the master asked. Yes, Master. It is beautiful. Do you know how often we must clean it to keep it this way? Every day? Every day, the Master confirmed. Leaves fall. Dust settles. Birds leave droppings. Wind scatters the patterns. This garden does not stay clean because we cleaned it once. It stays clean because we clean it every day. Your mind is the same. It will get dirty. This is not failure. This is nature. The practice is not to never get dirty. The practice is to clean every day. This is one of the most important lessons in Buddhism. Your mind will get messy. Negative thoughts will come. Difficult emotions will arise. This does not mean you are doing something wrong. This does not mean you are broken. This means you are human. This means you are alive. Many people give up on meditation or mindfulness because they think, it is not working. I still get angry. I still worry. I still feel bad sometimes. But this misses the point. The goal is not to never feel these things. The goal is to not get lost in them. To notice them, acknowledge them, and gently clean your mind again. Think of your mind like a kitchen. If you cook every day, the kitchen gets dirty every day. Dishes pile up. Counters get messy. This is normal. You do not look at the dirty kitchen and think, I am a failure at keeping a clean kitchen. You simply clean it. Then tomorrow, it gets dirty again. And you clean it again. This is not failure. This is life. Buddhism teaches that suffering comes not from the dirt, but from our belief that we should never get dirty. When we accept that the mind naturally gets messy, we can clean it without judgment, without shame, without feeling broken. Start a simple practice. Each morning, before you do anything else, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Just breathing. Just watching your mind. You are not trying to fix anything or change anything. You are simply observing what is there. Anxious thoughts? Notice them. Tired feelings? Notice them. Busy plans? Notice them. Then, with each breath out, imagine releasing just a little bit of the noise. You are not forcing. You are just making space. This is your daily cleaning. Lesson 3. Let thoughts pass like clouds. A student once asked a Zen master, how do I stop my thoughts from disturbing me? The master pointed to the sky. Do you see those clouds? Yes. Are you disturbed by them? No. Why not? The student thought for a moment. Because they just pass by. They do not stay. Exactly, said the master. Your thoughts are the same. They pass by. But you grab them. You hold them. You replay them. You build stories around them. Stop grabbing. Let them pass like clouds. The sky does not chase clouds or push them away. The sky simply remains. Be the sky. Most people do not let thoughts pass. They grab every thought that appears and examine it, analyze it, argue with it, believe it, fear it. A small worry becomes a catastrophe. A passing doubt becomes a deep belief. A moment of anger becomes a day of resentment. All because we grab the thought and hold it instead of letting it pass. Buddhism teaches a practice called noting. When a thought appears, you simply note it and let it go. Worry, planning, judging, remembering. You are not fighting the thought. You are not analyzing why it came. You are simply naming it and releasing it. Like watching a leaf float down a stream. You see it. You acknowledge it. You let it go. There was a monk who struggled with racing thoughts during meditation. Every time he sat down, his mind would flood with thoughts. Plans for the day. Conversations from yesterday. Worries about tomorrow. He became frustrated, thinking he was bad at meditation. His teacher told him, "You are not bad at meditation. You are just learning to see how busy your mind actually is. Most people never sit still long enough to notice. Now that you see it, your job is simple. Each time a thought appears, imagine it is a cloud. Watch it form. Watch it drift across your inner sky. Then watch it dissolve. Do not grab it. Do not follow it. Just watch it pass." The monk practiced this. At first, he could barely watch one thought pass before another appeared. But slowly, with gentle practice, he learned to let thoughts come and go without grabbing them. His mind did not have fewer thoughts, but he had more space between them. And in that space, he found peace. You can do this right now. Close your eyes for 1 minute. Watch your thoughts like clouds. Do not judge them as good or bad. Do not try to stop them. Just watch them appear and disappear. Each time you catch yourself following a thought, gently bring your attention back to watching. You are training your mind to let go. This is cleaning. Lesson 4. Clean one corner of your life. In ancient Buddhist monasteries, monks had a practice called samu, which means working meditation. Every day, before any formal meditation or study, monks would spend time cleaning, sweeping floors, washing bowls, organizing spaces. This was not just chore work. This was spiritual practice. One day, a new monk asked his teacher, "Master, when will I learn the deep teachings? When will I study the ancient texts? Why do we spend so much time just cleaning?" The master handed him a broom and said, "Clean this corner of the hall. But clean it with complete attention. Every movement of the broom, make it with awareness. Every sweep, make it with care. When you can clean this corner with full presence, you will understand the deepest teaching." The young monk thought this was nonsense. But he had no choice, so he began to sweep. At first, his mind wandered. He thought about what he would eat later. He thought about other students. He thought about how cleaning was beneath him. But the master would walk by and say, "Your mind is elsewhere. The broom is here. Come back." Slowly, the monk learned to bring his full attention to the simple act of sweeping. He noticed the sound of the bristles on the floor, the rhythm of his movement, the dust gathering, the corner becoming clear. And in this simple act, his mind became quiet, focused, clean. After weeks of this practice, the monk realized something profound. When he cleaned the corner with full attention, his mind became organized. When his mind was scattered, the corner stayed dirty no matter how much he swept. The outer work and the inner work were connected. Cleaning the space was cleaning the mind. You do not need to live in a monastery to practice this. You can clean one corner of your life today. Choose something small. Your desk. Your car. One drawer. One shelf. But do not clean it while scrolling on your phone or thinking about other things. Clean it with complete attention. Notice what you are touching. Notice what you are removing. Notice what you are keeping. This is not just organizing. This is meditation. This is cleaning your mind. Many people feel overwhelmed because their entire life feels messy. But you do not need to clean everything at once. Just one corner. When you clean one corner with full presence, you create clarity. And clarity in one area begins to spread to other areas. Start small. Clean with attention. Watch your mind clean itself. Lesson 5. The practice of letting go. There was once a monk traveling through the countryside when he came across a river. The current was strong, and he needed to cross. He found some old wood and rope and spent hours building a small raft. Once he crossed safely to the other side, he lifted the raft onto his shoulders and continued walking. Another traveler saw him carrying this heavy raft on dry land and asked, "Why are you carrying that raft? You are not in the water anymore." The monk replied, "This raft saved my life. It helped me cross the river. How can I abandon it?" The traveler said, "The raft served its purpose. Now it is just a burden. Let it go." This is a famous Buddhist teaching. Many things in life are like rafts. They help us cross from one place to another. Relationships, jobs, beliefs, habits. They serve a purpose for a time. But then, when we have crossed to the other side, we must let them go. If we carry them forever, they become burdens instead of tools. Most people know this intellectually. But emotionally, we struggle to let go. We hold on to relationships that ended years ago. We replay conversations that do not matter anymore. We carry resentment from past hurts. We cling to versions of ourselves that we have outgrown. We are walking through life carrying rafts that we do not need anymore. Buddhism teaches that letting go is not about forgetting or not caring. It is about understanding when something has served its purpose. When holding on creates more suffering than releasing. When the raft becomes heavier than the river was dangerous. There was a woman who held on to anger toward her father for 30 years. He had hurt her deeply when she was young. She carried this anger everywhere. It colored every relationship. It shaped every decision. It lived in her body as tension, in her mind as bitterness. People told her to forgive, but she refused. "He does not deserve forgiveness," she said. Then one day, an old monk told her, "You are not holding this anger to punish him. You are holding it and it is punishing you. He lives freely. You carry the weight. This anger was once a raft that helped you survive. It protected you. It gave you strength. But now you are safe. The river is behind you. And you are still carrying the raft. Put it down. Not for him. For you." This changed her perspective. She realized the anger was no longer serving her. It had once been necessary. But now, it was just heavy. So she began the practice of letting go. Not all at once. Not perfectly. But little by little, she put down the weight. She stopped replaying the past. She stopped feeding the resentment. And slowly, her mind became lighter. You have rafts you are carrying too. Old beliefs about yourself. Past mistakes. Future worries. Relationships that ended. Dreams that did not work out. The practice is to ask yourself, is this still serving me? Or am I just carrying weight that I no longer need? Buddhism teaches a simple exercise. Sit quietly. Think of something you are holding on to. Picture yourself holding it in your hands. Then, with a deep breath, imagine setting it down. You are not destroying it. You are not saying it was wrong. You are simply putting it down. Letting it rest. Letting it go. Do this every day. This is how you clean your mind. Lesson 6. Do not stir the water. In a monastery, there lived a monk who was known for his angry outbursts. Small things would set him off. A broken dish. A student being late. Rain when he wanted sun. His mind was in constant turmoil, always agitated, always disturbed. One day, his master gave him a bowl of water with mud at the bottom. "Stir this," the master said. The monk stirred the water, and it became cloudy, murky, impossible to see through. "No," the master said. "Stop stirring and just wait." The monk set the bowl down and waited. Slowly, the mud settled to the bottom. The water became clear again. Transparent. Calm. "This is your mind," the master explained. "Every time you react, every time you get angry, every time you let small things disturb you, you are stirring the water. You make everything cloudy. But if you simply stop stirring, if you sit still and wait, clarity returns naturally. The water cleans itself. Your mind cleans itself. You do not need to do anything except stop stirring." This is one of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism. Most of the time, our minds are not dirty because of what happens to us. Our minds are dirty because we keep stirring them up. We replay conversations. We imagine worst-case scenarios. We argue with people who are not even there. We think about what we should have said. We worry about what might happen. We are constantly stirring the water. Buddhism teaches that peace comes not from controlling everything that happens, but from stopping our habit of stirring. When something bothers you, notice your urge to react. Notice your urge to fix it, fight it, or obsess over it. Then, instead of stirring, simply breathe. Wait. Let the water settle. There was a man who got an angry email from his boss. His first reaction was rage. He wanted to respond immediately with his own angry email. He started typing. But then he remembered this teaching. Do not stir the water. So he closed his laptop. He went for a walk. He did not think about the email. He did not craft responses in his head. He just walked. After an hour, he came back, opened the email again, and read it. This time, With a clearer mind, he saw that his boss was stressed, not actually attacking him. He responded calmly, professionally. The situation resolved. If he had stirred the water immediately, he would have made everything worse. When something disturbs you today, do not react immediately. Do not stir the water. Just breathe. Wait. Let the mud settle. Then, when the water is clear again, you will see what to do. This is cleaning your mind in real time. Lesson 7. The mind needs silence like the body needs rest. In our modern world, silence is rare. We wake up to alarms. We listen to music or podcasts on the way to work. We scroll through videos during breaks. We watch TV before bed. From the moment we wake up to the moment we sleep, our minds are filled with noise. We are never quiet. We are never still. And we wonder why we feel exhausted, anxious, overwhelmed. Buddhism teaches that the mind, like the body, needs rest. Not sleep, but silence. Deep, intentional silence where there is no input, no stimulation, no words. Just quiet. In that silence, the mind has a chance to process, to settle, to clean itself. There was a monk who lived in complete silence for 3 years. Not as punishment, but as practice. When he finally spoke again, his words were so clear, so direct, so true, that people traveled from far away just to listen. Someone asked him, "What did you learn in 3 years of silence?" He smiled and said, "I learned that most of what I used to say was unnecessary. I learned that when you stop filling your mind with noise, you start hearing truth. I learned that silence is not empty. It is full of clarity. You do not need 3 years of silence. But you do need moments of it. Every day. Even just 5 minutes. No music. No podcast. No TV. No phone. Just silence. Sit with yourself. Let your mind be quiet. At first, it will feel uncomfortable. Your mind will race. You will want to fill the silence. But resist. Stay with it. Let the noise settle. Let the mind clean itself. Many people are afraid of silence because they do not want to face what is inside them. They keep busy, keep distracted, keep the noise loud, because silence means they have to feel what they have been avoiding. But this is exactly why silence is necessary. What you avoid does not disappear. It builds up. It creates pressure. Silence is where you finally let it out. Try this. Tonight, before you sleep, turn off everything. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. No phone. No music. No distractions. Just sit. Just breathe. Just be quiet. This is not wasted time. This is cleaning time. This is when your mind processes the day, releases what it does not need, and prepares for rest. Give yourself this gift every day. Lesson 8. Release what you cannot control. A student came to his master and said, "Master, I am worried all the time. I worry about my family. I worry about money. I worry about the future. I worry about things that have not even happened yet. How do I stop worrying?" The master picked up a stone and handed it to the student. "Hold this." The student held it. "No," the master said. "I want you to carry this stone everywhere you go. When you eat, hold it. When you sleep, hold it. When you work, hold it. Never let it go." The student looked confused. "But master, that would be exhausting. My hand would hurt. I could not do anything properly. Why would I do that?" The master smiled. "Why indeed? This is what you do with your worries. You hold them tightly. You carry them everywhere. You never put them down. They exhaust you. They hurt you. They prevent you from living fully. But unlike this stone, worries are not even real. They are just thoughts about what might happen. Put down the stone. Put down the worry." Buddhism teaches that most of our suffering comes from trying to control what we cannot control. We cannot control what other people think. We cannot control the future. We cannot control the weather, the economy, other people's choices, whether we get sick, whether we get old. These things are beyond our control. But we spend enormous energy worrying about them, trying to manage them, losing sleep over them. The Buddha taught a simple practice. Ask yourself, can I control this? If yes, then do what you can and let go of the result. If no, then let go completely. There is no point in carrying what you cannot control. It only makes your mind heavy. There was a woman who worried constantly about her adult son. He made choices she did not agree with. He struggled with things she could not fix. She lay awake at night, trying to solve his problems in her mind, carrying the weight of his life on her shoulders. She was exhausted, anxious, unable to enjoy her own life. A wise friend told her, "You love your son. That is beautiful. But you are trying to control his journey. You cannot. He must walk his own path. You can support him. You can love him. But you cannot carry him. Put down what is not yours to carry." This was hard to hear. But it was true. She realized she was trying to control what she could not control. So she practiced letting go. Each time worry came, she would ask herself, "Can I control this?" If the answer was no, she would breathe and release it. Slowly, her mind became lighter. Her son's life did not change. But her relationship with his life changed. She found peace not by controlling, but by releasing. What are you trying to control that you cannot control? What worries are you carrying that you need to put down? Practice this today. When worry comes, ask, "Can I control this?" If no, take a breath and let it go. Do not carry stones that are not yours. Lesson 9. Gratitude cleans the mind. In a small village, there lived a man who complained constantly. His house was too small. His job was too hard. His neighbors were too loud. His life was too difficult. He saw only what was wrong, never what was right. His mind was filled with dissatisfaction, resentment, bitterness. One day, a traveling monk came to the village and heard the man's complaints. The monk said, "I can help you, but you must do exactly as I say for 30 days. The man, desperate for relief, agreed. The monk said, "Every morning and every night you must speak out loud 10 things you are grateful for. They can be small or large. But you must find 10 things, twice a day, for 30 days. The man thought this was foolish. But he had promised. The first morning he struggled. "I am grateful for my bed. I am grateful for food. I am grateful for..." He had to search his mind to find 10 things. But he did it. And that night, he did it again. The first week was hard. But by the second week, he started noticing things he had never paid attention to. The way sunlight came through his window. The kindness of a neighbor. The fact that he could walk, see, breathe. By the third week, he found himself looking for things to be grateful for throughout the day. After 30 days, the monk returned. "How do you feel?" he asked. The man said, tears in his eyes, "My life has not changed. My house is still small. My job is still hard. But I am different. My mind is different. I see what I have instead of what I lack. I feel light instead of heavy." The monk smiled. This is the practice. Gratitude cleans the mind. It shifts your attention from what is wrong to what is right. And where your attention goes, your experience follows. Buddhism teaches that the mind naturally focuses on problems, on what is missing, on what is wrong. This is not a flaw. This is survival. Our ancestors had to notice threats and problems to stay alive. But in modern life, this habit makes us miserable. We have food, but we complain it is not fancy enough. We have shelter, but we wish it were bigger. We have people who love us, but we focus on the one who does not. Gratitude is the antidote. It trains the mind to notice what is good, what is working, what is already here. And when the mind focuses on gratitude, it becomes clean, clear, light. Start this practice tonight. Before you sleep, write down or speak out loud 3 things you are grateful for from today. Not big things. Small things. The warm water in your shower. The smile from a stranger. The fact that you have eyes to read these words. Do this every night. This simple practice will clean your mind more than you can imagine. Lesson 10. Clean your mind every day, not just once. A young monk approached his elderly teacher and said, "Master, I have been practicing meditation for years. I have read the teachings. I understand the principles. But still, my mind gets messy. Still, I struggle. When will I finally be clean?" The master took him to the temple bath, a simple wooden tub filled with water. "Do you see this bath?" "Yes, master." "If you bathe once, are you clean forever?" The monk laughed. "Of course not. I would get dirty again." "Exactly," the master said. "Your mind is the same. You do not clean it once and stay clean forever. You clean it every day. Not because you failed. Because you are alive. Dust settles. Dirt accumulates. This is natural. The practice is not to never get dirty. The practice is to clean every day. This is the final and most important lesson. Cleaning your mind is not a one-time event. It is not something you do once and cross off your list. It is a daily practice. Like brushing your teeth. Like bathing your body. Like eating food. You do it every day because it is necessary for health. Many people start a meditation practice or mindfulness practice with great enthusiasm. They do it for a week, maybe a month. Then they stop. They think, "I tried it. It did not fix everything. It does not work." But this is like taking a shower once and then wondering why you feel dirty a month later. The mind gets messy every day. Thoughts accumulate. Emotions build up. Stress settles. This is not failure. This is life. The practice is to clean every day. Not perfectly. Not for hours. Just a few minutes. Consistent. Gentle. Daily. You do not need a perfect meditation practice. You do not need to sit for an hour. You do not need complete silence or special cushions or perfect posture. You just need to show up every day and do something. 5 minutes of breathing. A moment of gratitude. A short walk in silence. A conscious pause before reacting. These small acts, done daily, clean your mind. Think of it like this. Would you rather clean your kitchen for 5 minutes every day, or let it get completely filthy for a month and then try to clean it all at once? The daily cleaning is easier. The daily cleaning keeps things manageable. The daily cleaning prevents overwhelm. Your mind is the same. Start simple. Choose one practice from this video. Just one. Not 10. One. Maybe it is watching your thoughts like clouds. Maybe it is sitting in silence for 5 minutes. Maybe it is cleaning one corner of your space with full attention. Maybe it is practicing gratitude before bed. Just one thing. But do it every day. Make it a ritual. Make it non-negotiable. This is how you keep your mind clean. The Buddha taught that the mind is like a mirror. When it is clean, it reflects reality clearly. When it is dirty, everything looks distorted. You do not need to force your mind to be positive. You do not need to fight your thoughts. You just need to clean the mirror every day. Gently. Consistently. With compassion for yourself. These 10 lessons are not rules. They are tools. Use them. Practice them. Live them. Start today. Not tomorrow. Not when life gets easier. Today. Right now. Choose one practice and begin. If this has helped you, do not just think about it. Do it. Clean one corner of your space. Sit in silence for 5 minutes. Watch your thoughts like clouds. Practice gratitude tonight. And write in the comments, "I am the sky," if you are ready to return to clarity and peace. Because you are not your thoughts. You are not the mess in your mind. You are the space where everything appears. You are the sky. And the sky is always clean. Always clear. Always there. You just need to remember.